Does having a job exclude you from the marginalized? Or are there any unrecognized groups of people we don't talk about? What really is our criteria to be called poor? Are we limiting it to only those people who live on the streets? Well, we also don't know, because our constant question is still,
NOSI, BALASI. Sino ba sila? NOSI, BALASI. Sino ba sila?
according to the International Labour Organization, the informal economy consists of independent, self-employed, small-scale producers and distributors of goods and services. Workers in this sector are for the most part not covered by the country's labor's laws and regulations. Those in poverty often practice this type of labor because they have jobs that go unnoticed. Just like street vending, many Filipinos opt to sell different viands ranging from tusok-tusok, palamig, to selling hats, considering that this is the most accessible work for them. It's not that it's a bad job, it's decent. In fact, street vendors brought fame to the Philippines as street vendor culture, where many foreigners only go here to try our delicacies. Knowing the economic situations of marginalized people, street vending may be seen as a sign of hope for raising them up from their poverty, yet unattainable due to how costly it is to sustain it. So, despite them having a job, it still does not mean they can sustain their living. We often define and limit poverty to those people who simply live in the slums and those who do not meet their basic needs such as food, shelter, and clothing, because some do not really work and depend solely on our government. However, what if there is another sector of poverty that we do not give focus on? With that being said, let us highlight the working poor. Our team went to Manila to personally witness numerous street vendors working all day just to earn a living. Street vending sustains many of the city's citizens who live on low incomes. Without worrying about sweat and hunger, they continuously wander the streets in Manila and approach different customers to attain their quota. For other countries, unemployment is associated with poverty, but knowing Filipinos, we are resilient and hardworking. But does that give the government a free way to romanticize the values of us Filipinos?
Itatanong lang namin, gaano katagal na po kayo nagbebenta ng ensaymada dito?
Matagal na, anak.
Mga ilang years na po?
Mga 40 years.
40 years. So, sa isang araw po ba, magkano po yung kinikita nyo dito?
Hindi pare-pareho.
May mga days po na matumal, gano'n.
Pero nakakabenta pa rin naman po.
Oo, kahit paano.
So ito lang po talaga yung main source of income nyo?
Yes.
Pambili ko lang ng gamot ko.
So aside...
Dahil nga po nakakabenta po kayo araw-araw, ano na po yung mga naitulong ng mga naibenta nyo po?
Napag-aral ko yung anak ko.
Ilan po ba anak?
Dalawa, namatay isa. Yung isa nasa barko. Security sa barko, tapos siya na criminology.
May asawa pa po ba kayo?
Wala, patay na.
Grabe na. So kayo po, mag-isa na lang po kayo sa bahay?
Oo.
Saan po ba kayo nakatira dito?
Diyan lang sa may haligi, Abad Santo.
Malapit na.
Oo.
So hindi naman po kayo nahihirapan?
Hindi naman.
So ikaw lang din po yung nagsuset up nito araw-araw?
Oo.
Anong oras po kayo nagbubukas?
Mga 5.
5 a.m. po. Hanggang anong oras po?
Pag naubos,
Kadalasan po
Mga anong oras po yun?
mga 11, 12, ganyan.
11 na.
Gabi?
Gabi po?
Ha, hindi, umaga.
Mabilis lang din. So, Nay, ang tagal nyo na pong ginagawa yan and nakapagpundar na po kayo, nakapagpaaral na po kayo ng anak.
Oo,
Sa tingin nyo po ba may nagawa po yung gobyerno para matulungan po kayo?
meron din.
Tulad po naman.
Tulad ng mga ayuda.
Mga ayuda po.
So bago po ba mag-pandemic, nagtitinda na po kayo?
Oo.
Nung mga panahon po ba na wala pa pong pandemic, mas malakas po yung benta?
Malakas pa nung pandemic.
Bago po mag-pandemic, mas malakas po kaysa po sa ngayon. Yun lang po, Nay. Maraming salamat po sa
Thank you very much. Ingat kayo.
Umaga pa rin po, no? Gusto lang po namin itanong kung ilang taon na po bang ginagawa ito pong business nyo po or yung ginagawa niyo po ngayon?
Yung eatery niyo po dito po.
Tatlo.
Tatlong taon na po. So, sa 3 taon po, sa isang araw po, magkano po yung kinikita niyo?
Ay, mga konti lang, 500. Minsan, puro utang kasi. Pautang lang.
So, marami po kayong binabayaran?
Okay.
Apo, yung ngayong pandemic po ngayon, ano po ba, yung kita niyo po ba, sapat po ba sa pang-araw-araw niyo po or kulang po?
Ay, hindi naman nagtinda.
Hindi po.
Pandemic, walang tao eh.
Wala. Sa bagay po nga po.
Okay po. So, dahil po sabi sa 3 taon na po, di ba? May mga ano na po ba kayo? Sa mga nakita nyo, may mga na-impundar na po ba kayo kahit pa
Wala
paano?
eh.
Wala po talaga.
Pangkain-kain lang eh.
Pangkain-kain lang po
yeah.
talaga. Sa pang-araw-araw.
Estudyante, oo.
Pang-paaral po.
Isang anak namin nag-aaral.
Ngayon, yung pandemic po ba, yung kasagsagan, wala po talagang tao dito? Talaga po, wala. So, yung pang-paaral niyo po, nahirapan po kayo, wala po kayong panggastos?
May anak naman ko sa abroad eh.
May nagsusustenta na lang
okay.
po kahit pa paano.
Nagbibigay.
So, eto po, di ba 3 taon po, may mga nagawa na po ba ang gobyerno para makatulong po sa inyo dito?
Wala eh. Mayroon. Yung mga food pack yung binigay ni Mayor Isko Moreno.
Pero sa tingin niyo po ba yung food pack sapat po sa inyo or may kulang po?
Minsan kulang eh, ano lang, dagdag na lang.
Sa
Yung
bagay
mga
po.
sa gobyerno.
Okay
Yun
po.
lang naman po. Thank you po sa...
Sige. Okay ka.
Thank you po.
To eradicate poverty, it is necessary to address and identify the root cause before making a solution. In the case of the working poor, they still seem happy about what they are doing despite their challenges in life.
Kaya ang sarap.
Ah,
Wow! Ang sarap!
They still strive. But what if they really work hard but because there are hindrances underway until now, poverty is still the Philippines' problem. Just because they are part of the informal economy, they will not be given the support they need. After all, having a job is no guarantee of decent living conditions. Conversely, poverty may be driven back by a lack of employment opportunities and insufficient social protection. Maybe that is the reason why some Filipinos are now discouraged to work, hence the continuous growth of poverty in our country.
Even as students, we can also help to put a stop to poverty once and for all. The simplest thing that we could do is to just raise awareness, because the more people that know, the more people that can help. We could also set a date with our family and spend that time doing volunteer work. We could offer food and drinks to elderly or at a shelter, or even to random people on the street. We could also donate books, toys, clothes, and give them to a church or charities that will distribute them to people that are in need. Everyone also knows that food is a big necessity, so we can start a letter to fight hunger. Just create a movement and watch how it affects others, and it will inspire them. We, the youth, when we come together, we will have a voice that is going to be heard by everyone. You and me, we can start changing the world.
In conclusion, it is hard to work hard when no one recognizes your worth. That is why the working class, people from the informal economy, street vendors, and all the poor should be given the opportunities and rights so we can help them. Let us not continue questioning who among the poor we should help. Instead, we should ask ourselves who the real problem is.